Xianxia was also confused at the moment, looking at the young man in confusion. From the reactions of everyone around him, Xianxia had already judged that this young man's background was definitely not trivial, and that so-called Senior Wu Dao was definitely a powerhouse of the Void King realm. Otherwise, the people around will not be so exaggerated. But why does this guy help himself? Moreover, Xianxia always felt that he was a bit familiar, and had vaguely seen him somewhere. Friend, I will pay you back for the favor in the blood prison. From now on, we will owe nothing to each other. The young man grinned at Xianxia. Hearing what he said, Xianxia suddenly realized. He did see him, but only one side. He was one of the 30 people who retreat from Domain Stone Mountain at that time. Before leaving, he also faintly nodded to Xianxia to express his gratitude. It's just that there were too many people at the time, and Xianxia didn't care. It turned out that his so-called favor refers to this. Xianxia finally understood. The other party was obviously thanking him for the loud reminder at that time, so that he was relieved of his life worry. This person is rather interesting. Xianxia smiled, clasped his fists away, and said to himself, Xianxia. Shu Bin Bai. The young man replied. Xianxia nodded lightly, faintly feeling that this guy was not easy. This was not because there was a powerful Void King realm behind him as a master, and he himself seemed to be no small thing. This is a pure intuition, without any basis at all. But Xianxia believed his instinct. However, the two did not have much friendship, and Xianxia didn't want to say much to him. When he was about to leave with Lin Yurao, the spiritual energy of the surrounding world suddenly vibrated, as if an invisible sledgehammer was hammering, hitting the void. This kind of vibration spread to the bottom of everyone's heart, making everyone's complexion change. Soon, a magical power was transmitted from a distant place, and it penetrated everyone's hearts like a sharp sword. Xianxia frowned. Look up in that direction. Shu Bin Bai also showed a surprised look, as if he had thought of something. His expression changed. Someone is about to break through, and he is being promoted to the Void King realm. A trembling shout suddenly sounded. In one word, the stone broke the sky. Everyone looked at the speaker in unison with amazement. Really? Yes, this is definitely a precursor to a breakthrough in the Void King realm. The old man had the privilege of witnessing it once before. Although it has been many years, the memory is still fresh. This feeling is exactly the same as before. Someone is definitely going to break through the Void King realm. The speaker is eloquent. That must be the strong man who came out of the blood prison before. It seems that this person has benefited a lot from the blood prison. He will break through once he walks out. Blood prison is really a good place to experience. This person is really lucky. What are you doing standing? Hurry up and watch the excitement. The breakthrough of the Void King realm can't be seen casually, and I don't know which guy is so lucky. The breakthrough of the Third Order Void Return stage powerhouse is generally well prepared long ago. Those who have sects naturally break through inside the sect. When breaking through, the sect's large formation is fully opened, and all disciples are guarded and protected to avoid trouble. Those who don't have a sect will also invite trusted relatives and friends to find a hidden and safe location. Few people fail to make perfect preparations. Therefore, the breakthrough of the Void King realm is extremely difficult to see. But right now, there is a strong man above the vast wilderness. Want to break through their own shackles. This person was obviously not prepared and acted hastily. This kind of excitement is rare in thousands of years. How can countless cultivators outside the blood prison miss such a good opportunity? Watching the breakthrough of the Void King realm powerhouse is an experience for everyone, an opportunity. Maybe they can get something from the domain. It is inexhaustible for a lifetime. Therefore, after guessing the truth of the matter, the cultivators gathered outside the blood prison, sacrificed star shuttles and turned into colorful rays of light, and fly away. Sect Master. Lin Yurao's pretty face turned pale, her delicate body trembled lightly. What's the matter? Xianxia frowned when he realized that her expression was wrong. If I'm not mistaken, then the person who broke through should be Qiantong. Lin Yurao said solemnly. What? Yang Kai was shocked, his expression suddenly solemn. Are you sure it's really Elder Qian? It's more than 80% possible. Lin Yurao bit her red lips slightly. The reason why Elder Qian didn't wait for you here was because he felt his energy shock and some signs of breakthrough, so he left quickly. He wanted to find a safe place to break through, but now it seems too late. Let's go. Yang Kai also immediately realized the seriousness of the problem. If the person who is breaking through is indeed Qiantong, then the current situation is not optimistic. Outside the Blood Prison, there are at least 1,000 martial artists, among which are the Void Return stage. At this moment, they are all rushing towards the place of breakthrough. If they interfere with Qiantong, he will fail to break through. It is very likely to kill him on the spot. Yang Kai didn't know what grand scenes would be when he broke through the Void King realm, but inferring from the noise he made when he broke through the Void Return stage, it was definitely not trivial. The baptism of the energy of the day and earth was a huge test for Qiantong. He can't let others interfere with him at this time. Unexpectedly, Qiantong was the first to cross this threshold. Yang Kai was a little surprised. After all, when he separated from him in Domain Stone Mountain, Qiantong had no signs of this. In just a dozen days, he definitely had another chance. Yang Kai's speed was so fast that he didn't have to use the Star Shuttle. A pair of almost transparent wings appeared behind him, with the sound of wind and thunder faintly moving, and streams of light shuttled on the wings, surpassing one after another. Leisurely, Yang Kai seems to be inductive, turning his head to look aside. Not far from him, a figure was walking alongside him, noticing Yang Kai's gaze, turning his head and smiling at him. Xu Binbai. This guy is really not easy. Not only can he keep up with his own speed, but he is also comfortable. Brother Yang, your wings are a bit interesting. Xu Binbai glanced at the wind and thunder wings behind Yang Kai. A hint of appreciation flashed in his eyes. Every time the wind is surging and thunderous, Yang Kai's figure will rush forward a lot, which makes him have to use all his strength to catch up. You are not bad too. Yang Kai nodded lightly. To each other, Xu Binbai smiled and asked thoughtfully, Brother Yang, you are so nervous, is it possible that the breakthrough person has anything to do with you? If it's that person, then it has something to do with me. Yang Kai was in no mood to chat with him, and nodded sternly. Oh. Well, congratulations to Brother Yang in advance by Xu. There is an extraordinary event in the sect that is a powerful Void King realm. If Xu can be useful to you, Brother Yang, don't be polite, just give instructions. Yang Kai's eyes lit up, and he quickly clasped his fists, then thank Brother Xu first. The other party was willing to help, that was the best thing. Even though Yang Kai didn't know exactly what level of Void King realm that Wu Dao was, it could be seen from the way everyone treated Xu Binbai before. Wu Dao is an extremely powerful existence even in the Void King realm. Pulling his tiger skin as a banner is also convenient. After the two talked for a while, they had already reached the place, and Yang Kai was like a meteor falling from the sky, smashed to the ground beside a few people. The next moment, Xu Binbai descended lightly, moving casually. Sect Master, you are here. When Yang Xiaoju and Chu Hani saw that Yang Kai had arrived, their expressions were shocked and they quickly saluted. Mo Yu nodded slightly. Zhao Tian's was also here. Stepped forward to greet Yang Kai. Looking at them, making sure that everyone is safe, Yang Kai took a deep breath and asked in a deep voice, is it Elder Qian? Yes. Chu Hani frowned. It happened so suddenly, we were all caught off guard. They obviously also know the seriousness of the problem. Happy events can turn into bad things. Zhao Tian smiled bitterly. Originally, the old man was going to take him to a place 500,000 miles away, where it is so hidden, few people set foot there, and the world's spiritual energy are strong enough, no one thinks of Elder Qian. It's not to blame you. Yang Kai frowned. By the way, City Lord Zhao, what happened to Elder Qian in it? Why did he suddenly break through? I didn't encounter anything. It's just that after being separated from you, Elder Qian broke through several domain vortexes, which seemed to be very rewarding. Zhao Tian's replied respectfully. That's it. Yang Kai nodded gently. The people who followed him to Green Hills Star were all people who had stagnated for many years in the Third Order Void Return stage. All have the qualifications to initiate a charge towards the Void King realm. What they are missing is only their understanding of the Shi. As long as the Shi is successful and achieved big accomplishment, a breakthrough can be made. Qiantong clearly met the requirements. This is his chance and fate. While talking, more and more cultivators rushed to this place, and where Qiantong was, the world's spiritual energy became more and more violent. Faintly, there was magical and mysterious power permeating from there. Initially, the speed was still very slow. But in the blink of an eye, it burst open. Qiantong's Shi potential. Enveloping a radius of several hundred meters, in that area, the sound of the wind roared, large and small tornadoes formed, one after another, blocking the water in the hundreds of meters, and the Shi was extremely shocking. Sure enough, Qiantong's Shi potential has become a big accomplishment. His own unique power is integrated into his Shi potential. Sure enough, it is the movement of someone breaking through the Void King realm. The cultivators who came here yelled, everyone's eyes widened and looked forward, seeming to want to see more clearly. Some people actually passed the position where Yang Kai and the others were, watching from a very close position, while feeling the many miracles hidden in the world. This is Qiantong's insight into the mystery of the Void King realm. When he is promoted, it will diffuse out without reservation, which is extremely attractive to any Void Return stage. Yang Kai's face sank. He flew high into the air, rushed down and clasped his fists, and said loudly, everyone, please don't get too close, so as not to disturb the mood of this young senior. The cultivators who were closer to him looked up at him, curled their lips in disdain, and didn't mean to pay him any attention. To be continued.